All right, Max Winter says, a black actor playing the Little Mermaid really is a case of white erasure. All forms of art, including fairy tales, are meant to be reflections of the author's experiences and observations. Hans Christian Andersen probably based the Little Mermaid based on experiences he went through in his home country of Denmark, so it makes sense that most of his characters would be white, since that's the world and the people he was surrounded by. Yeah, I'm given the way that we deal with these sorts of issues, I'm sympathetic to that. Now, I would be fine, like we talked about yesterday. We don't have to rehash the entire thing, but if we all agreed that race in films and TV shows, especially fictional stories, don't matter, and we're going to take a kind of colorblind casting approach, and it doesn't matter as long as the actor is good. If we could all agree on that, then I'd be on board. Also, by the way, with The Little Mermaid, can we also just mention that just from a scientific perspective, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have someone with darker skin who lives deep in the ocean. I mean, if anything, not only should The Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent. If you look at deep sea creatures, they're like translucent. They have no kind of pigmentation whatsoever. And they're just like these horrifying, they look like skeletons floating around in the ocean. That's what the Little Mermaid should look like. She should be totally pale and skeletal, where you can see her skull through her face. And that would actually be a version of Little Mermaid that I would watch.
This is the Daily Wire's Matt Walsh, a Christian nationalist who spouts Nazi rhetoric on his social media platforms.
Like, now there's a lot of race-swapped characters. People get so mad about how many characters we got that are black. People see a black Little Mermaid and they get mad. They're like, that's not my Ariel. And I'm like, I was mad for a whole myriad of reasons. First of all, a black Little Mermaid, she wouldn't be in the water. Just swimming about looking for a crab without boiling the mother. Not once throughout that movie did I see Ariel do this. That's not representation. I don't need that shit.
And that is stand-up comic Troy Bond, who ethers folks like this on the daily.
Interesting boots he's been awkwardly strutting around in. The internet has become obsessed with these mystery boots and the theory they might contain lifts in the heel to make Ron look taller. Shoe experts have weighed in on the weirdly long Sideshow Bob-style toe box situation that maybe is because there aren't any toes in there. Maybe because the foot is back up on a stilt in the back, like stiletto high heels inside his manly man cowboy boots. It's all speculation, of course, not the type of thing anyone is seriously focused on.
What they're trying to say with this is that in your boots, you have heels.
No.
That's what they're...
Then there's MAGA Governor Ron DeSantis, who is in Bond's sights.
You guys got a gay governor down here. I don't know if you know that, but Ron DeSantis, that's a very gay dude. And you can tell, one, look at his boots. That's Slay Queen. Look at that Ronald. That's a gay dude. He passed a lot of anti-gay legislation. You gotta be pretty gay if you think about dudes like that. Be like, we're gonna ban gay literature. They can't read it. The pages are stuck together. Nobody turns gay from reading a book. Just being like, yeah, I like cock and balls now. Thank you, Dewey Decimal System. Ron DeSantis was like, we're banning gay people. We're gonna ban books that have gay people in it, and we're not gonna air RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, I know there's some gay men here with their wives tonight. Thank you for coming.
Bond calls out DeSantis' anti-gay rhetoric by simply going through the receipts on the governor. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
The Manosphere is made up of macho podcasters and influencers.
There's no such thing as an independent female.
Most women have zero concept of like money.
Females don't have independent thought.
I know this is a serious topic, but Troy Bond is going to give another perspective.
But I was thinking about like who was the leader of misguided young dudes, and there's like sort of a crisis with people in our generation, and it makes young men the problem because people in our generation are we don't have money, we're not buying homes, we don't have the college to house to kid pipeline that we used to anymore, and society was sort of built around your worth is equated to how many kids and how much money you have and your income every year. And if you don't have any of that by the end of the year, it's that comparison thing again, where like you're sitting in your studio apartment chasing a dream that like nobody you know would ever chase. But then when you go home, like, what do you have? Nothing. And then you're looking at, I mean, like, in comparison, you're sitting in a cold apartment. I'm saying this for both of us. You have more nothing than I do, but we all have nothing, and we're just going on Instagram, and we're seeing people have kids and a dog, and they get a second dog, and then they get a cat, and you kind of hope one of the dogs kill the cats because they just have too much. And I'm just sitting here eating SpaghettiOs out of a can, and like I have money, I'm just eating them because I'm punishing myself for life choices. And I'm going, wow, I really have nothing. And those people who have a wife and kids and addiction to Oxycontin are like, I have nothing. And they're watching our clips and be like, I wish I could do what you do one day, man.
To be honest, what I also see is not just how algorithms infect our daily lives, but in the same vein, how the Manosphere exploits all of these feelings.
Our mission and values are focused on helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone.
All of this is deeply troubling for corporations worried about the security of their top executives.
Right, Wolf, and the security posture for top corporations has changed dramatically since the shooting. And that's happening at the same time that support for the suspect has grown so much that it's translated into marketing opportunities.
And on this front,
I usually say it's good to see you, but I can't see nobody down here. We're in a basement, and we're like, cool, we're safe. I guess when you live in this country, your odds are like getting shot. Remember when Luigi did us a service? And for months, don't clap, allegedly. And for months, everybody was like, it's not right. That guy got shot going to work. In this country, you don't get shot going to work. You get shot at movies and schools. But never going to work. Someone's got to work.
Bond hilariously puts it all in perspective. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.